Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play The Revenge of Shinobi for Genesis and Mega Drive. We are now on round 6, and this takes us straight to Chinatown. We're going to be going up and down all sorts of platforms while fighting off these karate guys. And unlike round 2, these guys take 2 hits to kill. You also have these guys that twirl this rope around, and about every 10 rotations, they either strike high or strike low. They alternate between those two kinds of strikes. And once you see him strike low or strike high at first, you know to go the other way. You basically know where to hit him when he does his attack next. You also have these women that dance around. They move back a little bit, then they jump forward, and then they move back again. And they take quite a few shurikens to take down. Right here, we're going to have to wait on another one of those dancing women. And every time she pops right up, we're popping her with 2 shurikens, and she goes down in 8. We just saw these 2 guys with the rope swing low, so now that we're going to have to swing high. And now we go low again. And then we go high again. Now here, I was pretty much forced to use Fujin. And if you strike the middle of that wall right there, the middle of where all those Chinese characters are, you'll get a free ninjutsu usage. And you'll definitely want that, because over here you'll get a attack power up and an extra life. Also want this guy to fall to the right so that way I can pop him with a shuriken. There we go. Now we're going up a building. And I attacked too late there, so now we're going to have to get up here and attack him high again. Now we're going to have to deal with these guys. I wait here a little bit just to get this guy to move to the left a little bit. And I had to reorient myself a little bit just to put myself in a position where I can attack this dancing woman again. Thankfully, we don't have much further to go now in this area. And I should have used a Jutsu of Karyu here to get rid of all these guys. I really should have done that, and I couldn't even do it because I didn't even have any ninjutsu. I used the only one I had up, and that was the one that I got where I used Fujin. So I had to fight them off the normal way, sadly. But we are going to go down here after fighting all those guys off. Watch out for that bomb. And I'm probably going to get hit here once or twice. That usually happens to me. Strangely, I never lose my attack power up here. And when we make it down to the subway, we have completed the first section. And the second section takes place in, you guessed it, the subway. You're going to have to watch out for those orange flying things that you see coming out from the right side of the screen. Those are little orange steel construction beams, and those things will take your attack power up away, and they will do 1 or 2 units of damage. That doesn't seem like much, but that does add up. Also, you can see all the people in the train walking back and forth as you go through this level. Oh, and you can't duck under them. You're going to have to jump over every single one of them that you come across, those little orange steel beams. But that one you can duck under. You just can't be on a higher platform, expect to duck, and expect to not get hurt, because that's just not going to happen. Thankfully, the whole level isn't like this. You'll eventually come to a point where you will come out of this tunnel, and you'll be out in the open world on top of the car, or cars. And we just got an extra life off points alone. I will have to edit in information on how many points you need to get an extra life that way. And midway through the tunnel, you will have to deal with all these periwinkle colored ninjas. They're not a problem now, especially when we can very easily pick them off like from a mile away. But when you leave the tunnel, they seem to blend in with the outside world a little bit sometimes. And some of them do jump up and kind of take you unawares. And this is where I found out I was right there in the outside world. Out of the tunnel there. And some of these guys, they really seemingly blend in. Not a lot of them, just a few of them. You also have the flamethrower guys to deal with too, but once again, you'll see those guys a mile away just like you did the ninjas. And I almost did not see that guy. A few of these guys jump and they can take you off guard. Once they come down though, they never go back up. So once you make it out of the tunnel, the rest of the level is just relatively easy. Also, we have a set of 6 boxes. I'm going to break the first 3 here, and then I'm going to break the 4th one. That's the one you want to break because that's the one that contains a large heart. You want to get that and refill a lot of your health. You're going to need that for the boss, and don't worry about losing your health because, again, you don't have a lot of enemies to pick off, and, well, there's only 3 of them left. And now we have the boss. This one's a 2-parter. First, we have Spider-Man. If you remember the copyright screen at the beginning of the game, you know that he's here. He moves back and forth trying to follow you around, and he will shoot out this 3-way web shot. If you get hit by one of the webs, you just want to rotate the control pad like crazy just to break out of it. And yes, these webs do hurt you. They only do 1 point of damage, but you don't want to get hurt by them a lot. And once you do enough damage to Spider-Man, you'll meet this Man-Bat. It was originally Batman, but it was changed because of copyright. And you basically just want to avoid the bats, duck under his diving attack, and when he leaves the screen, you want to jump to avoid the first dive and duck to avoid the second. And as he stays on the one side of the screen, you want to keep pelting him with shurikens. Just use a regular jump, just shoot a shuriken straight at him. You can get maybe 2 or 3 shurikens on him before you come back down to the ground. The bats do hurt you, but they don't hurt you a whole lot, and you can actually kill the bats with 3 shurikens. The second form of that boss battle does seem a bit intimidating, but it really isn't. As long as you stay in the air, don't do any double jumps, and just focus all of your attacks on the Man-Bat, because again, this is version 1.03 that I'm playing off of the Genesis 6-pack, which is the version that I grew up with, in case you didn't watch the very first video. Anyway, that is it for round 6. Join me next time for round 7. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!